Hey, what is up everybody? This is Mark and I want to talk through the file for this frog bank. It's a lot of fun to make. It's super cute, but I want to give you a couple of tips and tricks along the way. The first thing I'm going to start with before we go through the rest of the parts is I'm going to start talking about the pieces for the optional door that goes in the back of the frog. All of these pieces right here are down at the far right end of the file. I moved them here so we can talk about them and then we'll go through the rest of the pieces. So first of all, these are color coded and I want to point out a couple things to you. This purple circle is the knob that you're going to glue right onto this oval, just like this, so that when it dries, you'll be able to move. This is the door. You'll be able to move the door up and down easily just by grabbing the knob and sliding up and down like that. I'll move that over there. And then the door here, in your file, it might actually be black, but that's okay. Right now, I just want to point it out to you. This hole you're going to cut in the back of the frog just where it sits, just like that. However, the green, do not cut this. This is a score line, okay? The only reason that's there is to show you where to put one of these pieces. It's not critical to have it, but it just helps align it a little bit. Now, the frog is unique in the set of banks because it's one of the few that actually has a line to score on it in the design itself. And I want to pause for a moment here, talk slowly through this to make sure you understand what I'm saying. This score line right here just helps you see the frog's feet. But the deal is, if you're going to do this door, that green score line needs to be on the back of the frog, not the front. So what that ultimately amounts to is it's going to be difficult to score this on one side and then score the red on the other side, because I don't believe the frog is perfectly symmetrical, so I don't think you can cut him and then flip him over and put him in that same space and score those. You can try, but I just want to point out that you'll probably want to skip these score lines on the frog if you're going to do the door, because the door score line needs to be on the back. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. So I'll keep moving forward. If you're not going to use the door, you can just delete these two pieces and move on ahead. All right. So you're going to cut this blue line, score the green, and then this one right here is a little skinnier than the other one. It goes right underneath the larger one. So this one is going to be glued right on top of that score line right there. And then this one's going to be glued right on top of that one. And that creates a slot right there for this door to slide in and out of, right like this. And that's how the door in the back works. So I'm going to undo, get those out of the way, and we'll go through the rest of the frog together. So the next thing I want to tell you is that there are 5 pieces that I recommend that you cut out of 1/4 inch. It's these 4 right here, and then the base. 1/4 inch just gives it a better stability. I really don't recommend 1/8. Besides not being as stable, it also takes twice as many pieces. You can do it if you want to, but I recommend 1/4 inch. So you're going to cut these 4 pieces out of 1/4 inch, and then you're going to simply stack them and glue them right on top of each other, just like this. I'm not going to get them perfect, but you understand what I'm talking about here. You're going to stack them right like that. So the back piece, and remember the back piece, you're going to flip that over because you want this green to be on the back, right? So do not glue it like it looks right here. In fact, I'm going to move that green just so that it doesn't become distracting, because that's on the back side, right? Then this blue outline one represents a 1/8 inch piece of clear acrylic. That's going to glue right on here on top of those. Let's grab the rest of these and bring them down here. And then remember I said that the base is going to be cut out of 1/4 inch. So you'll do that. Make sure you adjust these slots for whatever your material thickness is so that it fits nicely right there. And then again, these are 1/8 inch. This is going to go on top of the acrylic, just like that. And then you got his face here, which will go like that. His eyes, you can rotate them and put them wherever you want to as far as having them look up or down. You can glue those on just like that. And then this, the last 4 pieces, 5, I can't count. This is his tongue that goes in the bottom of his mouth right there. You can paint that red or pink or whatever. And then his arms are going to glue right on here and right on here so that that gets even with the chin. And then his hands will go right on top of that. Let me see if I can get this. You'll get the idea here. It goes right like that, so that he's kind of half covering his mouth with a smile. And we'll just eyeball it like that. And of course, you'll just glue them on, and it'll be straight like that. And that's all it takes to make the frog. He's super cute. I hope you guys have fun with it. Let me know if you have any questions. But as always, I'd love to see pictures of what you guys make.